Hey, so in this video, I want to talk about some no contact success stories, which is pretty important because a lot of guys contact me and they just want to know if the no contact rule really works, is it effective, and can it help you to get a girl attracted to you again if she's lost interest or if she pulls away from you. A lot of guys worry that if a girl pulls away from them and they go no contact, she's just going to disappear and she's going to go off and she's going to find another guy to date and she'll completely forget about you and move on to somebody else. Well, in reality, that's not the case. If you go no contact on a woman, you're going to capture her interest and she's going to start to focus back on you again. One of the advantages that I have in this business is that I get to see all of the case studies of men who go no contact on a girl, and I get to see the results. If you go no contact on your girlfriend or you go no contact on a woman, you're not going to see any other results besides your own. You're going to see that, but you're not going to see how other women react in different cultures, different age groups, different demographics. I get to see all that because I deal with so many men, and I can see clearly that there's a very clear pattern. When a man goes no contact on a girl, she will respond in a positive way. There's a science to going no contact. She pulls away from you, you pull away from her, you create sexual tension in the relationship. Imagine there's a string connecting you together. Now, if she pulls away from you and you chase her and you don't go no contact, but you keep on chasing, and the string is slack, there's no sexual tension, she's gonna get upset. So it's really important for me to tell you why no contact works and to give you an idea of the science behind it. When a girl pulls away from you and you pull away from her and go no contact and you wait for her to reach out to you, it doesn't matter if it takes a week, a month, a day, however long it takes for her to get in touch with you, you are getting her attention focused back onto you, right? She's going to start to feel anxious about you because she's unsure about how you're feeling. You raise your value in the process. She starts to focus on you more because she's feeling anxious about you, and her attention comes back onto you because you're a challenge and you're a mystery, right? It's really that simple. And that's why it's so effective, because you hit so many points all at once. You become a challenge, you become a mystery, you become more high value, and she starts to think about you again and she becomes focused on you. And then she starts to miss you, and then she reaches out to you, and then she wants to see you again. So that's usually the pattern that follows. When you go no contact with a girl, she starts to think about you and she starts to miss you. So let me give you an example of someone who went no contact recently on his girlfriend. Now, his girlfriend started to pull away from him. He sensed the distance. He sensed that she just wasn't interested. She went away on a business trip. She came back after being away for a week, and then she said she didn't have time to see him because she was busy catching up with some friends. She had to go and see family. She had to do some other work, and she just didn't make any time for him even though she'd been away for a week. And what did he do? He made the classic mistake. He went to her house, he called her a million times, he tried to force his presence onto her, and she didn't like that. And then she pulled further away from him, which is what women always do when you do this. They keep pulling further and further away if you don't give her room to breathe and if you don't give her space. And he made that classic mistake where he just refused to give her space because he was panicking and he was scared of losing her, and he thought that she was pulling away from him, and she was. But it wasn't the end of the relationship. If he knew how to handle no contact the right way and to pull away at the same time and wait for her to reach out to him, a day or two later she would reach out to him and she would be much more attracted to him because she was trying to test him and she was trying to see how he would react when she pulled away from him. Now, the good news is that he redeemed the situation. He managed to fix it by going no contact on this girl, and it wasn't too late. If you think it's too late to implement no contact, it's not too late. Right? It's only too late when she blocks you and she's really fed up with you and she's sick of you and she doesn't want to see you again. But if you made a lot of mistakes, going no contact until she reaches out to you is one of the best ways to get her attracted to you again. Now, I'd like to tell you about another situation where a guy was having problems with his girlfriend. She was being difficult, she was being kind of bitchy, and she was just making his life difficult. She was making a lot of demands, she was testing him all the time, she was calling him names, and she was just making his life miserable, and he was responding to it. Right? He was basically reaching out to her and trying to engage her in conversation and trying to convince her to be sweet again and trying to get her to a point where she was nice and sweet and loving. And she wasn't acting like that, and it was really frustrating. So when he implemented no contact and he pulled away from her, he found that her attitude changed because she was realizing that he was actually walking away from the situation and he was about to leave her, even though he wasn't. In reality, he was still in love with this girl. She had the perception that he was about to leave, so she starts to become anxious and she's scared of losing him, so she changes her behavior because she knows if she keeps acting that way, she might lose him, and she becomes sweet and caring and considerate again. So if a girl flakes on you, If your girlfriend's about to leave you, if she's losing interest in you, if she's becoming disrespectful, going no contact until she changes her attitude and her tone is one of the best ways to deal with her. Now, if your girlfriend's pulled away from you, she's being difficult, she's lost attraction for you, she's not responsive like she was, then you need to get a copy of my guide. It will show you exactly what you need to do to handle this situation the right way. You can pick up your copy today by clicking on the link below this video. And if you need help with a particular relationship situation or you need any advice, I do Skype and email consultations. And if you just want to get in touch, send me an email. I love to talk to you guys. Talk soon.